Hi there, welcome back to the channel. I'm Ryan. This big blue beautiful beast behind me is Hefty. A friend of mine just recently named it that and it's stuck. On a previous video I had installed a homemade fuel tank out of 2 propane bottles that we had laying around. Everything worked great and made it up the road, only hit the ditch once. I'll have that link up here in the corner. And I discovered I was pressurizing the tank and needed to put a fuel tank vent in. So that's what we're doing today. So here's what we're needing to do. There's the pressure I was talking about. I need to get some wadding in here so I don't get too much debris down the side. Make a little bit of a flat spot. And then I have this fuel bung, this fuel fitting bung to modify a little bit. The bulkhead connector. The goal is to get this cut off, shortened up a bit. These are thick, so I can shorten these down. This will go inside here, fuel hose up and around, and get it up onto a high point above the tank somewhere so that we can just vent the vapor out. I have one of these rollover fuel tank vents to let the pressure weep out and keep rain and other stuff out. I might be able to get it in one of these frame rails pointed down, keep it protected, all that kind of good jazz. But that's what we're hoping for. The other option was pulling the tank off, draining the tank, flushing the tank, weighting the tank, drilling a hole, and welding in a bung to have a threaded one in here. But because of the shape of this tank, I actually like having it up in here a little bit better. And our fuel cap isn't going to fit down, or isn't going to set down too far to cause a problem and interfere. Well, let's see what kind of trouble we can get ourselves into. That should work nicely. So I just got to get a hole in the neck. So, with some blue towels wadded up, oh, looks like I actually need some fuel. And pretty tight. I don't want cut some string, twine, baling wire, whatever you got. I have no idea if this will work. Haven't done it before. But hey, you don't know unless you try, right? And what is it they say? Desperate times call for desperate measures. And I want to get this done quickly and on the cheap. So you use what you have. I happen to have twine and chop rags. Alright, so that should make it that with the string, some pliers, possibly foul language, I can get that back out. Just because I already know I'm a klutz, I'll tie it off to a fuel line. And we'll start drilling. I want the fuel, I want it on the high side. Maybe I'll try to poke that back up into position just a little more. I want it on the high side of the neck, obviously. All I want is vapor. I just wish I didn't cut my neck down so short when I put it in, because 20/20 hindsight. See what happens. Worst case scenario, I get a bunch of metal in the tank, And I fortunately still have the fuel filter in there. Get ourselves a pilot bit here. Guess I'll have to go a little lower than I wanted, but that's all right. Either way, I'll make it work. Wow. It's a bit more aggressive than I expected. To get it large enough, ow, I have some unibits. That one should work. How much more do I have to go? Maybe one more size? Maybe one more size again? That should work really well. All right. This would be a great time for a vacuum, but I'm admittedly too lazy to go get one. So, hopefully, I don't get too much down inside. Fuel tank actually has worked well other than building a lot of pressure. I'll be back. Well, on the plus side, I got a nice tight fit. Not too concerned about going into the necks, because most fuel tank vents are coming out of the side of the fuel neck anyway. I just, like I said, wish my neck was a little longer. Sure, we're going to say that's going to work. All right, so I'll probably end up coming back and pulling this apart to put some Right Stuff RTV or 3M 5200, something like that on, to get a really, really good seal, plus adhesive power. But for now, good old leak lock will do. It'll help keep the threads from falling off, help seal up what it can, and all that kind of wonderful fun stuff. I might want to, oh, maybe not. I was thinking I might want to make a flat spot here. Of course, the trick now is to get the nut on without it falling inside the tank, because that would be awkward to get out. First trick is make sure my threads are good and straight. Get it lined up-ish. There we go. Make sure the cap fits, 'cause that would be awful embarrassing. Yep, sure does. Okay, it's fairly thick frame. Looks like at least 3/16, maybe quarter, so hopefully I can get through it without too much trouble. Up there at the ram, I don't see anything sticking down. It'll come into this box, and I don't see any signs of wear, so I should be safe. I am a little bit above the fuel tank. All right, this might be a little thicker than I thought. Might be a lot thicker than I thought. Ouch! Oh man, gotta love a good sharp bit. All right. Probably should have had some cutting fluid. Let's see what happens here. That should work. Not 100% positive those threads will be long enough, but again, it will be when I'm done. Clean these up, take a burr out. That should work. Okay, which way do I want to put this? Not inside of a cab, so I really don't need the bulkhead O-ring. Kind of like the washer though. Maybe I don't want the washer. I think that'll work. I might want to ream that hole just a whisker. That feels better. Lots better. All right. So let's ukumpucky this. And now I can use this more without worrying about building up too much pressure in the tank. First time I ran it, came back, pulled the cap. It was very startling how much pressure built up from running it around, joyriding around the neighborhood. And I suppose it sounds weird to say you're joyriding in a dump truck around the neighborhood, but when you finally get something working and showing signs of success, it's pretty hard not to enjoy it. And around this neighborhood, it's really not too uncommon to see heavy equipment running around having fun. Granted, the people that are driving it usually have a better idea of how to actually operate it, but details. Okay, so there's the vent installed above the tank. That way if liquid or fuel splashes up in there, it'll run back down in. Route our line back up into there. if you have any questions, you want a little bit more information about this truck, feel free to leave a comment down below. I'm happy to answer anything I can. I like getting feedback. If you like seeing projects like this where keeping old stuff alive, learning how to do it in the process, because like I said, I don't have a clue what I'm doing. Just a general idea. Like and subscribe. It's slowly growing. It'll continue to slowly grow because I'm not here full time. Just trying to do everything I can when I am here. For now, let me find a flashlight, top off this fuel tank, and we'll see how it behaves. How are we doing? Oh yeah, she's thirsty. Big engine, big truck, small fuel tank. Whoops, oh boy. Glad I don't smoke. Well, that went 5 gallons. Let's fire this engine up and run it for a bit. Maybe even go for a little joyride. See what happens. One last check. Everything's tight. Everything's full. Caps on. Nothing looks like it's going to get pinched. All right, let's drop the bed and go for a ride. Smart enough to leave the brakes on. That's a good sign. Everything looks like it's going to clear just fine. Yep, good to go. On gear. Yeah, I got brake pressure. We're good. Air pressure. Whee! Let's not hit the well. Oh, there's that shifter. I don't know if you can see it. You see my right hand jump. That's the shifter trying to kick out when I accelerate in third. I don't think we're going to do a long trip. Well, we could try one. We could have some fun. Let's see if we can climb the hill in fourth without running into the ditch again. See if we can get up the hill. Boy, this would be a good time for windshield wipers, actually. Someday my range selector might work. I should pop underneath, find the linkage, and see if it's just stuck between gears. Well, there's where I went off the road last time, so we're already doing better. Yeah, couldn't get into third, kicked me out, had to go to second. I do have the transmission to put in this, but it's not going to be a lot of fun to deal with one person, so decided not to deal with it. I have to clean my filters. And of course, going downhill, it wants to kick out a second. So that's probably going to be the next big thing to do to this, is get that primary gearbox changed. Then it'll shift a little nicer. Not trying to break my hand. Engine temp's not bad, 200 degrees. I have no idea how much this truck weighs empty, but I'm sure that if it went off the road or did something weird, it could do some damage. Oh, what do you think? Can I get into fifth? We'll stick to fourth. I could get into fifth. Accelerates in fifth. Never did that before. Fuel injection is definitely helping. So when we get back, should have a little bit of heat and everything. Got some learning to do. Nope, not gonna make it. think I made it. It's going up. Well, for the moment of the truth, do we have pressure in the tank? Nope. Perfect. Absolutely perfect. And it looks like we're about a half tank. Fuel pump was whining. Kind of normal for those pumps. I have 2 filters in line with it. Well, actually, 1 outlet, 1 inlet. I'll probably end up opening those up and changing them / checking them. But with no pressure in the tank, I declare this project done. So thanks for watching. I can throw a link up to the hose clamps I used, the fuel fittings I used, basically what they are. They're rollover fuel tank vents for race cars. It was quick and easy to get one and a lot cheaper than other versions. So that'll do it. Thanks for watching. If you liked it, give it the old like and subscribe. Share it with some friends. It'll be a slow growth on this channel, but eventually I hope to live here and basically showing daily life and what it takes to build a, I guess it's not really a homestead, it's a shopstead. Great big giant shop. We'll end up building a house inside of it and just enjoy our time in the forest. Thank you much and have a great day.